What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 3 of Bench Talk, a podcast all about high school athletics. I'm Jack Rutherford, and today we are here to spotlight players, coaches, and stories that make local sports unforgettable. Welcome back to Bench Talk. I'm Jack Rutherford here with 6'4" guard from Jeffersonville High School, Mr. PJ Douglas. So, PJ, what's one thing many people don't know about you?
Many people don't know that my real name isn't PJ.
What is it?
Shamil.
I didn't know that though. But with basketball being 24/7, what do you like to do on your free time?
In my free time, I like to play video games, read, hang out with friends and family.
You got a favorite video game?
2K, that's what I'm best at.
And can you tell us a little bit about your sports journey so far?
Started when I was 3. Played. I started at the YMCA, and then since then I've just been working. I was always naturally talented, but had some other things I had to work on, and got more serious about it in my high school days, and then now I'm here.
Hey, and you committed to Wright State, so congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
And what made you fall in love with Wright State?
The coaching staff, honestly, because that's what you really need to learn when you commit to a college. Like you got to know the people you're going to be around, and you got to see what's the truth because it's a business, so they can kind of just tell you anything. But I felt like they were really telling me the truth. And,
Well, I know you committed to Wright State, but how was the just whole recruiting process?
yeah. The recruiting process was tough because like you feel like you deserve it, you work every day, but you never know when it's going to come until it does. But it was the best feeling ever once you finally get what you work for.
Yeah, I mean, committing Division One, that's about as high as you can go. And what do you think helped you be able to commit?
My teammates for sure. They pushed me a lot. They stayed on me. My teammates, my coaches, and my family. My family holds me to a high standard. All my coaches do too, and they don't let me slack. So,
And who has been your biggest influence throughout your whole life?
my mother for sure. She goes very hard in what she does, and I like to take as hard as she works and translate that onto the court, and it just helps motivate me.
And talking about a little on the court, is there like a special reason you were number 12?
There is for sure. So my birthday is September 12th, but my grandfather who had passed, his birthday is September 12th too. So I just wear number 12.
There you go, couple birthdays on the same day. And with being an athlete, I know that school is a lot. So how are you able to balance school, basketball, your outside life?
It's tough for sure. So with sports, school comes first and then sports, but you gotta make sure you're also putting the work in. So that might take away from time you spend with your family or friends. But if you have family or friends who understand that, then it makes it easier. No one's like, I need to spend more time with you, this, and that. They just respect that I have certain stuff I have to do. And then my free time, I get to them to hang out and stuff like that.
Well, one good thing about the majority of people you hang out, they're chasing the same thing you're chasing.
That too.
So you have so much in common. Y'all always putting work together. So what motivates you during tough times?
Um, the community, I feel like. Knowing that people are here to watch you. That's for in the games, but in practice, it's just the simple fact that the doubt motivates me a lot. And then sometimes you're not motivated. You just gotta rely on discipline. Like you need to get done, and you gotta do that.
Yeah, I mean, because people don't realize that basketball can be physically draining, but a lot of times it can be mentally draining because you're like, I gotta put in more, like, gotta go practice, like you said, it just being disciplined. And you talking about the community, how big of an impact do they have on you come game time or even just in general?
They have a huge impact. Like I said, like they spend their money to come watch you play. The least you can do is go hard in something you love. like I want to be out there, so it's easy. Like I got to go hard in something I love to do. I love to hoop. It's fun, so I just got to go hard.
And how has the community changed the past couple years?
It's changed drastically. I'll start with freshman year. Freshman year, we weren't getting a lot of love. And people weren't the games weren't packed as they are now. But you got to earn it. Like they're not just gonna come to watch you lose. You got to earn it. So I understood that. Sophomore year, we took a step in the right direction. And then junior year, that's when it really started to take off. People started to come out. They started to support us a lot. And then now, we are.
And us talking about community, how like what do you do to make a good image on the court but in public?
It starts when no one's watching. When when you're talking to for me, when I'm talking to someone, like there's no change. Like it's just who I am. I'm not changing anything. So off the court, I try to treat everybody with respect. Try to talk to people, little kids. Try to say what's up to them because I know how much it means to them. But there's no change. I just am who I am. So just
Like you talked about, seeing a kid in public and saying what's up to them makes their day, if not week. And then you're hoping when they get to the high school level, they do the same thing, and the culture keeps
keep building.
evolving. So, and how has Wilk changed the culture over the past couple years?
He's changed it a lot. He stays on us about doing the right things. Like I just said, when no one's watching and just handling your business and knowing that you're in the public eye. So you never know who's watching. So you always got to be smart. And then school for sure. He stays on us about like class first, class first, class first. And I think that's helped us a lot.
Well, like you talk about, there's 24 hours of school day. You're only with Wilk 3 of them for practice, and then you're still an athlete 21 hours of the day. So that's up to you of what you want to make your image like. So, what has been your favorite memory so far throughout your high school career?
Semi state for sure. It was just to see the smile on those people's faces after we won that first game. Everybody was excited. I love how it brought everybody together.
Oh yeah, I mean, you played a
North North.
Lawrence North in the morning game down in the fourth quarter and sneaked that one out. And then you fell short later that night. But I think that opens a lot of ways or opportunities for this season coming up because you have 8 seniors. You are very mature. So I think there's many opportunities that on a road that we haven't took yet.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about the team a little bit. Like what separates Jeffersonville away from other teams?
I believe our coaching staff separates us. Like we got a great coaching staff. Everybody does a little bit of something differently, and then with Coach Wilkes' experience, of course, like he tells us stuff that he's already been through, and it just helps us. We don't have to learn that. We just listen, and we know what's to come and what to look for.
Also, I think players might give coaches more credibility when he's seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when he says something, you're like, well, he's seen it. So there's more credibility behind him. And do you have any like pregame rituals?
Pre-game rituals. I'll listen to music, listen to soft music, take a nap, make sure I'm energized. But you can't take the nap too early towards the game. You gotta space it back a little bit because you don't want to be
Too
you don't.
tired.
Yeah.
What type of music you like to listen to? You said soft.
I listen to Janae, Rod Wave, just stuff like that. People think Rod Wave is sad music, but like
It's really
he's
chill.
he's chill and he's good at doing it. Like
So, I mean, he has some sad songs, but not all of them are sad. So we can get a little to on court stats. You're averaging 17.5 points. Your 3 point percentage is 56%. Your field goal is 48, and you're averaging 7 rebounds a game. So how are you able to do this?
with the work I put in practice, I do the same thing in practice I do in the game. So it's just second nature. Make sure that I'm repping out all the stuff I'm doing in the game. I'm not trying nothing in the game that I have in practice.
And has your mindset changed any with Trey being out? Because that's a big loss.
Been more aggressive, been more of a leader. Just trying to step up in all the roles all the spots that we miss with having him out. he does a lot. So I got to step up basically everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing I think is his motor and his vocal leader. So, but I think you've stepped up.
Appreciate it.
But what has allowed you to be more aggressive and just step up? Because it takes a special person just to be able to do it.
Just believing in the work. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a basketball game. Nothing's gonna happen. Like win or lose, like you're still gonna be alive. Everything's still gonna be okay. But so I just been confident in myself, knowing that nothing's really gonna happen, and I put the work in. So just go out there and play.
And we can talk about your schedule a little bit. Is there any game that you're excited for this year on the schedule?
There's not really no game that I'm excited for. I'm excited for all of them. I don't put one above any of them.
Well, this week you all play Greenfield Central, and then win that, possibly play Fishers,
Or Warsaw.
or you'll play one of them. And then next week you all play Lawrence North,
Yep.
and then the following week you have New Albany and Brownstown. So just talk about how you're gonna have to, what the mindset's gonna be throughout that stretch.
It'll just start in practice. Make sure we're doing all the right things in practice, and then it'll carry out. We gotta give ourselves that best chance. It don't start on game day. It'll start in practice.
Yeah, Wilkes is big on habits, so it really doesn't even start in practice. It starts outside, what you're
True.
doing, but then you, like you said, school translates over, and then basketball or practice translates over to games. And I think that stretch right there is gonna you're gonna find out what you're made of,
Mhm.
because that what 5 teams, 4 of them are real good. Actually, they might all. I think they're all 5 solid.
All five are pretty good. Yeah.
So I think that's prepping you for the postseason.
Mhm.
And do you have any goals this season?
My goal is I got team goals. I don't really have any individual goals, so just to win every game. My goal.
What team goals?
Team goals. Of course, I want to make it back to where we went and go further, but not specifically. Just practice hard, play hard, and then give ourselves that best chance.
Yeah, I definitely think it would be cool to win a state championship, considering Wilk won the first one in 1993, and then to be able to come back and coach one, I think that's pretty special. Well, as we wrap up, I got some basketball questions for you. Let's see what I want to. All right, here we go. Once a player has brought the ball over the line at midcourt, they cannot return to their defense side of the court. If they did, what is the name of the offense they would be committing?
Backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Over and back.
Yeah. Which crucial moment must begin any basketball game?
Say it again.
Which crucial moment must begin any basketball game? Don't think too hard.
Oh, tip off.
Yeah.
Why I say crucial?
Which coach would check into a hotel under the name the Red Cloud?
NBA or college?
It's NBA, and he's retired.
Pat Riley.
Nah, Phil Jackson.
Uh,
Well, that wraps up episode 3 of Bench Talk. I want to give thank you to PJ Douglas for sitting down and talking about his story. And if you want to hear more inspirational stories on athletes, make sure to like, comment, and share, as we'll have a video every Friday. So peace out.